I don't know what the hell just happened there. Some insane frame rate drop, though, that's for sure. Absolutely crazy, that was kind of terrifying, honestly. I didn't like that. That was not cool. Let's drop off just, some of this, that way we can have enough inventory to grab that last little piece from this. Because I know in the past my inventory filled up with that one panel that fell. I go to number 6 again, and we'll put these in once again with the thing facing upwards. There we go. And so now we're going to have 3 cargo in this. In fact, we'll probably actually be able to squash, however you want to say it, a 4th one in there as well. So we're going to have more than enough storage for anything we need. And since we've increased the number of thrusters, hopefully we'll be able to stay aloft. That said, we have added a fair few more mechanical things to the ship as well. All those grinders at the front, and a bit more metal, and all those heavy batteries. So who knows, maybe we're going to need to add more thrusters. We're not quite to the point of, spamming P and testing our disconnection protocols yet. Let's grab that one interior plate we put in here, shall we? Oh, it was an interior plate, dang it. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and faff about with this and get some more frames up and carry on, basically. Alright, got those in, and I've actually just decided that, the easiest way to deal with a lot of this is actually going to be to separate it and just completely rebuild the section back there. So we're going to go ahead and do our little p-tests, but to do that, we're actually going to make a new save. Save 20 incremental saves, just to be cautious. And now, let's hop in here. And we don't have any forward or backwards thrusters, so this was a premature as hell. But, P, we haven't fallen to the ground, so we're good. We're good. That's all we wanted to test. Yeah, that's all we wanted to test, really, that we didn't fall to the ground. So now we know if we accidentally sever this, we're fine. Let's go ahead and get our thrusters in there. I really should have done that first. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That was dangerous. I shouldn't have done that. Holy hell. Whew. Alrighty, guys and gals, I have got my 3 more hydrogen tanks, 80 uranium that I'm going to go ahead and shift into these reactors. 20 at a time, I'm thinking. That way each of these will have 20 in them, is what I'm getting at. I did find out that that large reactor that I thought was just inside the whole station, this one here, rather obviously is just probably the reactor right there inside this little mining ship. Also, the sausage now has all of the bottom thrusters done. One hell of an array. God darn it, the sun appears to be going down. And one in every direction done. So I got this little dinky guy, this little dinky guy, this one right here, and I was laughing at just this one, sitting here so lonely. You can see I'm going to have this grid and go all the way up it. Alright, so that means we are actually ready to sever this ship from the main station. And once again, I'm going to save, and I'm actually going to do a save as right here to 22. There we go. And of course, that stupid glitch is still there. When you exit that, you go upwards. Terrible glitch. Anyway, let's go ahead. Once again, we're going to just do a P check. So we press P, and we are free floating. Awesome. Cool. Just wanted to make sure that was still happening. I'm actually going to rotate our ship none at all, because I forgot to put gyroscopes in. So that was a faux pas. Let's go ahead and just stick a gyroscope or 2 right down here real quick. Give me a minute. There we go. Job's done. That's 4 gyroscopes in, so now we can move this thing. I've also, while sitting here thinking about this, I've decided that what I'm going to do is, instead of basically using these guys as a makeshift welding platform, I'm just going to grind them down and just put a big welder in. Where's the welder on my hotbar? Bloody hell. There it was. I just saw it. Where'd it go? There. I'm just going to put this guy right here. So let's do that real quick before we actually disconnect the ship, because then we can just grind these down completely and not have to worry about anything. And now that we got those gyroscopes, when we do grind down and disconnect the ship from the station, we don't have to worry about it floating away or things silly like that without having any control. So that's going to be a massive blessing. It's really a blessing if you're the one who went ahead and did it. Okay, either way though, we can go ahead and stick... I just lost them. They were on number 27. Got ya. Stick these guys in. Let's stick them like this. They look a little bit easier to look past. Awesome. Awesome. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just hit me. These have access ports on them, right? Yes. Okay, cool. So doing this like this means we can even put another one right there. So we're going to have 2 of these rocking and rolling at the same time. They should, all be connected in. Only thing we're missing are steel plates. That's actually extremely useful. Wow. this is walk in the park material all of a sudden, eh? So we'll get these guys up and running. We'll fly our ship around and we'll start welding away on the ship to try to get more of those thrusters up and running. That way we do not end up being in a serious spot of bother. I'm also going to go ahead and look at our production, and we'll go to 4. Yeah, and unfortunately it looks like we've run out of supplies. Let's see, let's queue one up and see iron. Once again, we've run out of iron, and it's not taking over, which means our refineries have probably burnt through all of their iron. We get a tiny bit off of that, itty bitty bit. But yeah, it looks like now about the only thing left that we have is a bit of uranium. Let's queue that up to be worked on now. And nickel, so yeah, we're gonna have to go iron mining soon enough, which shouldn't be too bad. Wow, uranium supplies are getting a bit low too. Let's do a uranium ingot. I don't that we really have anything new to report. Yeah, just the 20 that we've all transferred about, and those are burning pretty quick too, unfortunately. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead. We need those steel plates. You have steel plates, so let's just cut you up, shall we? I hope I didn't leave anything in this thing's inventory. Good, okay. Let's finish you. Groovy. And then what we're really quickly just going to go ahead and do is fly the big ship that's now hovering here, free-floating, away from this facility just a little bit, plan out its connection point so it comes down to another connector at the base, and then we're just going to go ahead and bring it back here and get it welded up. Do we have enough? Whoa, why is everything moving downwards like that? Don't do that. You should have more than enough power in everything. Oh, god dang it, I've dropped a little tiny piece. Here, we'll drop the massive pipes, try to pick up those. Can I please pick up that piece that's just laying there now? And oh, well, we might be in trouble with that. We'll find out. Let's also grind you away. Cool. Let's hop inside the ship right here. There we go. And we'll fly it forward. Again, we got that one dinky little thruster doing all the work. Sorry it's so dark, guys. Turns out I ended up working through the whole in-game day. Okay, there we are. And now we can go ahead and... what was our power like when we were doing that anyway? Oh, we're using up no power really at all. Let's go ahead and select our batteries. Cool, and we're going to set these to just recharge. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, just keeping the ship hovering, it only uses up like 30% power. If we were to actually fire all those downward thrusters at the same time, we overload instantly, but not too bad. So let's just go ahead and switch those batteries back to their normal. They'll be charging up from our reactors very slowly. Pretty damn awesome. And let's do what we said we were going to do. Oh my god, this is a bit scary. Scary. Going downwards, of course, means we're just basically dropping. Luckily with the batteries, those thrusters can stop us pretty much instantly and without overloading. So we can go ahead and get ourselves down here, plan out our connection point on the back really quickly. So how do we want to do this? We want to probably go out one, have a block lot. Why did the ship sink? Why does it do that? And did I go upwards? I hate it when stuff like that happens. Anyway, let's do that. In fact, yeah, let's have this beam. How do we want to do this, Sage? We're going to go ahead and actually faff this up a little bit more. I was just trying to figure this out really quickly in my head how I want this, without, of course, this whole thing falling out of the sky, because it does keep moving a little tiny bit on its own, it appears. It might just be my character breathing, but at the same time it spooks me a little bit. We're doing some more of these finicky things. I thought about putting another cargo container in right here, but I don't really want them to be just over the drop. What I want here is just to be sort of our setup that's going to lead to all of the other welders that are all going to be on the back here. Boop. So this is going to lead out and over to all the other welders, basically, like this. You know, just giving you guys an idea where it's going to go with all this. Boop. So all the welders will all be right here. But we did it with these like this, which means we're all going to have to be bumped forward a little bit. Yeah, so this will come on down. And the very front welder will just have it connected in. So right here. Very front welder, yeah. This is where the connection is just going to be on the very front of those welders. Which means we've got to be slightly cautious when coming near the ground and stuff, but I think it'll be alright. Anyway, with that vaguely planned out, let's go ahead and turn these welders on. So, escape welders, since it's on the escape ship. Help others, doesn't really matter, let's just turn you on. they're already working on one. Groovy. Let's hop in our cockpit and get that thing into place. It is getting dark, unfortunately, so it might get a little hard to see what we're doing here. Let's go to the left, and there we go. Sweet. Sweet Swiss cheese. It's all working out pretty well. Awesome. It's awesome. It's great success. We might have a little spot of bother where we won't be able to weld up the connection points, but since these are large ship welders, there's a chance it'll sort of work a couple blocks at a time, especially since they're small ship, larger 3x3 things, so small ship might be able to get them. All we need to do is get some of these here. In fact, since this is a small ship, we can probably do this. Scheiße, was? Nein. Mental note, don't go up. Because we have so many thrusters that go up, it just shoots us up. Unfortunately, it looks like we can't squeeze this in there like I thought we were going to be able to. But we did get the great majority of that welded up right there. Awesome. That worked out really well, actually. Yeah, now we just gotta hop out and manually weld up that sort of connector in between them all. This guy right here. And we just happen to have the stuff in our inventory for it. Thank the maker. Awesome, so now we got our whole sort of welding ship set up and ready to go. That worked out pretty well. Our welding grinding ship, all we got to do is put the welders on that. I'll do that really quickly since we're right here. Seems sort of silly to leave it, so close to finish, but stop. Let's just check those reactors in here. Obviously, I'm a bit terrified at the idea of just falling out of the sky. We still got 17 in all of that, so we're absolutely fine. I'm thinking maybe we'll even put solar panels on top of this whole thing once we're done. That way we don't have to worry about running out of power and all that silly nonsense. Cool. So let's go down, dupe, and since this is the last one and we don't need it pointing downwards, we're just going to cap it like so. And of course we can come and grind these down later and expand it if we decide we want to. Do we want to go up one more? I think we do. So we'll go up one more right here. In fact, we'll do this one with these as well. So we'll save on interior plates, and hopefully these are a little bit cheaper. Groovy. Yeah, all super simple, place these all in. This whole process goes a lot faster, doesn't it, when you have these big welding machines sitting behind you just to zap it all. Only fear I have now is just running out of supplies, of course, because, well, for one, I've just ran out of steel plates that we needed to work on that, so let's go grab ourselves some steel plates from here. Steel, please. Bitte, danke. And we'll go ahead and pop these little pieces in there. Cool. Jesus, this whole thing is coming along so quickly. Now, I could go ahead and place the actual welders on top of this, but given the fact that the welders of our base don't seem to have such great reach, they wouldn't weld through everything, so we have to do this one big layer at a time, really. So, got this. Let's go ahead and bring it backwards again, making sure we don't accelerate too quickly, because if we get moving at a fast speed, we're not really going to be able to stop very quickly. And any second now, these should kick in and start welding everything up. Oh boy. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but Joel and Merrick being the CEO of Keen Software House, Joel being the guy who does the official updates for Keen Software House Space Engineers videos and whatnot, her Keen Software House Space Engineers, this game, they were on one of the recent Mondays going ahead and streaming Space Engineers with a Vive, as in they were using the VR goggles from HTC and Valve and playing Space Engineers with it. So it was a dev build, it wasn't the public one, but they were actually going about and able to pick up the tools and use the tools by literal hand using the motion controllers that the Vive has and actually play around in the game. It was absolutely incredible, and I'm hoping that they'll work it into a seated experience, so you walk around in game via seated, and you can use the Vive controllers to actually manipulate the tools, because that would be great fun. Of course, there's the worry about Vive. Oh god! So quickly shooting up I was there, terrifying. But there is, of course, the worry about motion controllers and stuff making one sick when you actually move about. What am I saying there? Not really motion controllers making you sick, but as much as an analog stick making you sick, or mouse keyboard controls making you sick when you're in VR if you move around suddenly. But I'd rather have it than not, and see if I can stomach such things once my headsets and stuff get here, because I have ordered them. Alrighty, so we got that stuff installed. Let's go ahead and, you know what, screw you camera. I'm going to go ahead and put our welders in right here and get these welders popping. Let's go ahead and do these horizontal as well, just because that seems That's a new cool, let's say. That sounds terrible. We did not say that. They're, because I think they look better this way. There we go. That sounds much better. They're the new cool. Cannot have sounded more pathetic. Alrighty, get these in here. Oh no! Scheiße. I'm sure like 20 people were screaming, Sage, there's something behind you, as I backed into that. Ow, and I've nearly died again. Where's my body? Body location. In a crater. Did we just make this crater from falling? Or was that crater from earlier? This is that crater from earlier, surely. Let's just grab everything off of our body here. Oh, good. We have full inventory. Great. Steel plates are just going to have to sit on the ground, I guess. Let's go ahead and drop some of this off in the main cargo. And actually shut off those welders as well. So main cargo, drop off small steel tubes. And those. And that. And that. It's nice that you can probably see my mouse now, too. I don't have to, like, zoom in or anything silly. My mouse is small, yes, but you should hopefully be able to actually see it. Grab me some more of those. Let's go back down there and just make sure we get everything off of that body, since it can't hurt to get... There we go, everything. Awesome. And eventually we're actually going to go ahead and... We could probably do it now. Go to Assembler 4. And what we're going to do is just drop off these, like, super duper simply toys, grinders and stuff. And in fact, even the ammo. We don't really need the ammo right now. In fact, we can see if we have ammo stored anywhere else. Oh, it's not actually called ammo. Mag. Yeah, we got some there, so we'll store that with it. We got a ton there. Jesus Christ. We got tons of ammo. Oh, look at this, though. We got some more tools here. You know what we're going to do? It's a complete sidetrack, I know. Probably infuriating as all hell. But I really just want to go ahead and clean up some of this stuff that we got here. So let's move... Is there another gun in here? Oh, just look at this stuff. What the heck? Let's leave this one gun there in large cargo container 4. Grab you, grab you, grab you, and grab you, you. And what we're just going to go ahead and do is disassemble all this, because we don't need all these tier 1 tools that we spawn with anymore. We can go to production, assembler 4, disassembling, and this is showing our inventory, so we'll just click, it'll get rid of that. Cool. Disassemble all. Should just disassemble what's in here, right? And not pull other things in, I think. Hopefully, we're in trouble if it pulls any other things in here. Cool. I guess if we turned on enable, disable, repeat, then it would be trying to find any more that aren't in there. Either way, though, what's done is done. We've managed to get some supplies off of all this, some cobalt and whatnot. Here, disassemble you too, silly gun. Awesome. Whew, that feels nice, doesn't it? The those are all cleaned up. Let's go ahead and not forget to shut these off, though. Just escape welders. I should just name them welders. I just didn't want a conflict when we named these welders and eventually hook it back up. Go ahead and take you guys. Just finish placing these in real quick. Alrighty, there we go. All those are in. Let's go ahead and turn those welders back on. Boop. I really need to just call them, like, let's delete this group actually. Welders base. So I keep looking for the word welders on the left, so it'll be easier that way. And I forgot to turn them on. Brilliant. Absolutely fracking brilliant. Turn those on. Cool, and fly this back and get all those welded up. Whew. Boy, oh boy. And gently now, remember, tiny thrusters, we don't want to annihilate everything. And let's move this over down a little tiny bit. There, and hopefully they're actually hitting a few of these at the same time now. And they'll weld all this up. This welding array we built is sort of huge. It does mean that we're not really going to be able to do any precision welding. Yeah, I think I went overboard. Now I'm looking at it, I might want to drop off like a few at the bottom of it, just so it's a bit thinner, up and down, maybe left to right layer as well. If I do that, I'll probably do that, of course, off screen and just cut ahead. But yeah, you see, welders are getting welded up, which I think is pretty damn nifty. Oh boy, let's not faff about too much now. Oh boy. Alrighty, guys and gals, I think that is that for today, for this recording session. Yeah, we got our whole welding system set up. The connection point is terrible, isn't it? That one little thing at the bottom. I'm thinking I'm going to rework some of this. Yeah, I can probably rework that so it's less of a faff and looks better. And I'll probably trim down some of this welding array, I'm thinking, because at this point, I think it's going to be more of a hindrance than a help to have that many welders sitting there. Yeah. Anyway, though, I will do that next time. Again, thank you a bunch for watching, and I shall see you guys and gals next time. Ta-ta.